So I love telling stories. You might have figured that out already if you read my blog or listen to these videos, or if you've read my book. I'd love to tell stories. And one of the reasons is because it's a way for me personally. I enjoy kind of making sense of my own world and what's happening to me by thinking of the story of it, not just the linear facts. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, but thinking, well, what am I learning from this? What's important about this? Or, what's new? I think that we learn the most from experiences that we have when we look at them and ask those questions. Like, what can I learn here? What's new here? And the other piece is we also benefit when we tell our stories to others. And I think that this is my own opinion, that benefit happens when there's a context that you actually want to connect with other people and you want to learn from them, or you want them to learn from you. This is what we do. I feel like in my very best friendships that I have with people, it's when I'm sharing with them and they're sharing with me things that are happening in the world. And sometimes it's very simple. It's just a thing that happened at work or something that happened with your husband or your kids. Doesn't have to be, like I refer to in today's blog, one of the big dramatic and traumatic stories where I learned a very big lesson. Those too are important and useful to share, but I think it can be just as meaningful when we share those little things, the things that maybe it was vulnerable and hard or challenging, and it's like, oh, ouch, I didn't like how it was happening to me. There's also the happy stories where you make something happen. There's a miracle that you feel like, or you learn something and you just want to tell people about it. Well, this is what I'm encouraging you to do today. Here's maybe it's a challenge. I want you to think of one story, just one story about something that you learned during an experience. You had a learning, you grew something, you had one of those aha moments. Maybe it was just very, very small, simple at the time. Maybe it happened just yesterday, or maybe it was 20 years ago. I want you to think of one story that you learned from in your own life and share that with someone. If you have a coaching business, because that's the people who I specialize in, I encourage you to share that with the people that you work with. Make a blog out of it, make a social media post, make a live streaming video. Just go out and tell people, here was the thing, here's what happened to me, and here's what I learned. That's simple storytelling at its best and most impactful. And I want to see it. If you do it, send it to me, because I'd like to learn too. That's how I learn, is hearing other people's stories as well as sharing mine. Okay, have fun with that.